Hello, hello, it's Gina. Thanks so much for stopping by. And this is for my paper crafters. I told you in the last video that I would do a paper crafting video next. And here we are. And I wanted something super simple, but fun, easy. And this project definitely meets those requirements. But it's a lot of fun. You can make just a bunch of these. As you can see, I've already made a few prototypes. And we're going to jump right in. What I'm going to be using are little note cards. The Jot, they came from the dollar store. Well, back when everything there was actually $1. And I use those and a stapler and then just papers to decorate. And that is pretty much it. Let me walk you through a couple of these first and then we will get started. This was the first one I made. And I only had just a couple of pieces in here. I do like how that one turned out. I started adding more paper and I have all these stickers I wanted to use. So I made these little books. I used some ribbon just for little accents and I absolutely love how that turned out. That's the back and I kind of wish it was the front. I just started making a bunch of them. This one is a little scrap of watercolor that I was playing around with, so you can cover them, of course, with whatever you have. Pretty papers, you can doodle on them. I decided then I would try to make a bigger one. This is even easier. You don't even fold the cards. I just stapled them together. so easy. All right, so let's get started. Move these to the side. For these, I put 5 cards together. I folded them over and would staple 5 together. It just seemed a nice size for a booklet. It's not too bulky. I can stick it in a junk journal or throw it in my purse. But you put however many pages you want in yours. But there's 5 and let's see, here's 3. Yeah, I need 2 more pages. So all I did was just take them and just fold them over. Match up the ends. And fold. These are laying one on top of each other. They're not inserted. Maybe that first one I did was like that. Since these cards are all the same size, the ones on the inside stuck out. I mean, I just trimmed it, which is fine. But then I tried to do it like this and it works out really well. So I've been doing it this way ever since. So you get them together, grab your stapler and staple, staple. In case you're gonna ask, it's an X-ACTO stapler. I don't know where I got it, but I love it because it's got a little grip. It's really easy to use. I really like it and it stands up. So it's a stand-up stapler. Okay, so let's go ahead and staple this one since I've already got it ready. I'll go ahead and staple one of these together as well. For this, I use 8 pieces of card. And I take the top one and I flip it over. I guess you don't have to do that. I'll cover it up anyway. I don't know. For some reason, it just seemed like the thing to do. So, now this one I put 3 staples in. I don't measure. I'm not making sure it's the same width apart. I just want to hold it together. The next thing I did, if you can see, but the staple didn't connect all the way back to the paper and it's still sticking up. So I go in, I push those down. Okay, and this, in case you're wondering, is just the cover, the sheath to my scissors. And these are Fiskars. It has this little, I guess it's probably a staple remover, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it comes in handy for pressing staples. The next thing I do is cover them up. Now I've been using just regular masking tape. This probably came from the dollar store. All I do is take a piece, lay down my little pad, and I just want to cover the staples. I got a little crazy on that one, but that's okay. I try to lay it down straight, which is always a task. Once I press it down on the front side, I'm going to take a little bit of glue. You don't have to do this part. I just think why not? It'll just probably help the pages stay together a little better. I got the idea and I thought it seemed like a good one. I'm using just the Scotch Create Tacky glue. It is a permanent glue. And I just kind of spread that out a little bit. And that will just help hold everything together. If I press it, kind of pull it, and then press it down. Once I get the tape on, I trim off the extra. And now my little booklet is bound. I'm going to do that same process on these two, and I'll be right back. All right, now our booklets are made. All we have to do is decorate. So now it's time to decorate. And I pulled out one of these books and I thought it would really be nice just to use some pretty papers. They have such pretty images. I just thought it would be a great place to start. Like that. All right, let's work with that. So I've used a variety of different types of glue. I've found that the best thing to use is just a glue stick. If you're covering it with paper, a glue stick should be fine. So I'm going to use my Scotch Create glue stick. It is permanent. I want to capture the flowers, which it works out there in the corner. I want to cover it really well, and especially around the edges and corners. So there are my pretty flowers in the top corner. So I'm going to lay my book right here. And what's nice about glue stick is you have plenty of time to kind of move it around if you didn't get your placement just right. And you can use a bone folder. Then we'll take our scissors and just cut off the excess. There. Oh, look how cute. Oh, that's such a cute little book. Now you can decorate the back if you want also. And maybe I'll cover the back with my tea stain paper. Let's go for it. There's no up or down, so let's just put it to the edge. All right, so now our back is covered as well. Now that the whole thing is covered, we can still embellish a little bit with maybe some of our leftover. Grab my glue book. Okay, we'll stick that down. What I will do is maybe turn this into a little bit of a banner. Take a little bit of ink. Of course, this part's optional. I'm an inker. I'm a fan. But if you're not, definitely skip that part. I'm wondering how many of you are inkers and how many of you are not. I'm just curious. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like to ink the edges. If so, what's your favorite ink or stain color to use? Or let me know if you flat out don't like it and wonder why everybody makes stuff that looks really old. Well, that is just really cute. Simple, quick, easy to do. You can stick this in your purse, a journal, a junk journal, send it in the mail as Happy Mail to a friend. All kinds of fun uses. Lay it in your kitchen if you need to make a list. Just have them around your house. If you need to jot something down, let's do another one. I was looking at this watch. I do like the watch, but I'm looking at it again and I'm like, meh. Let's see if there's something else that catches my eye. That's kind of pretty. That's really delicate looking. That's a contender. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. I might have to put more books together. There's too many that would be so cute. Oh gosh, look how gorgeous that is. Okay, that's enough. I need something to cover this, and it's long. I made the face down instead of up like this because that's how the lines run. So that way it's kind of like a checkbook. Everything in this book, with text anyway, has the words going this way and not this way. But this only has a little bit of text. And the same thing here. Yeah, maybe this one. I'll save this one for the long one. Oh, that's so pretty. I think I'm going to try to capture this little center part with the pretty blue floral, and whatever part of the music notes I can get, that would just be bonus. Slide it to the edge. Let's see. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love that we got some of the white music note. That came out really nice. Let's see what we can do for the back. See what we've got left. Okay. I think what I'll do is I will just cut this one right in the middle. This time, I'm going to ink the edges of this. They will probably overlap. Yeah. There we go. And for the bottom, I want to use this little piece. Our back is covered. Let's go ahead and cover this one, and then we can circle back around and see if we want to embellish these anymore. Okay. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. There. That is really nice. Now, for the back, I found another one of these pieces that has just a little bit of color on it. This is tea stained paper, and it's called Blue Butterfly PT. P is P-E-A. It's not that butterflies are, you know, going around urinating on everything, but Blue Butterfly PT. And it comes in tea bags, and it's just amazing. You pour your hot water on it, and your water is really, really blue. And you let it steep for a little bit, but when you take your tea bag out, I just had little pieces of paper, and I would just squish the tea, you know, the wet tea bag all over and let it sit, and it made just this gorgeous blue paper. And sometimes I would mix the blue tea with the regular tea. I've also been drinking white tea, and its tea bag makes this color, like your typical tea stained paper. But sometimes I mix the two. I get this really cool multicolored paper, and that's actually what is on here. That's the background, but it just makes gorgeous paper. So that's what this is. It's big enough to cover the whole thing, but I thought that might be a good place to start. And we do have some scraps here if we wanted to add a little bit of the pretty paper just to kind of tie in the back. But let's start with this. Okay, had a little trouble with this one. It has not happened yet, and I've made several. I think I just pushed down too hard on my glue stick. I got a little too enthusiastic, and it made the glue seep, and it ended up getting inside some of the edges. So I really had to kind of keep pulling them apart, trying to keep them from sticking together until the glue dries all the way. Once the glue dries, I'm safe. Do we want to add any more of our pretty paper on the back? All right, let's add this little strip. Heaven knows I have lots of glue. I'll lay it down right here. Yeah, you know what? I'm overthinking this. That's something about paper crafting that I try to keep in mind. Try not to overthink it. This is just gluing paper together, you know? It shouldn't be very stressful. And sometimes I have to remind myself of that. And especially more so when I'm filming, because I do these when I have plenty of time and I'm relaxed and I'm just playing around. But when I film, I usually really want it to turn out well. And I want it to be something that I would be proud to post. And there's a little pressure in that. Because, you know, Sometimes stuff just doesn't come out the way I think, or it takes me forever to make a decision. I'm trying to break myself of those habits. I have more of a devil-may-care attitude about it because I want to have fun. It's a lot of work making videos. And if you're not having fun, it really becomes just work, and I don't want it to become just work. I want to keep having fun and sharing time with you and ideas, and that's what I like about doing this. You get to be crafty and hopefully just some ideas and be a source of inspiration for other people's creativity. That's what I hope to do. And I hope that's what you guys get from my channel. I know not every project appeals to everyone, but hopefully there's enough to keep you interested. I do put some thought into it. I'm pretty sure most creators do. I want to see what this looks like. Okay, well, it's just a little patchy. Yeah, why not? We'll add this little piece there. Almost wish there was, okay, there is a little piece. I kind of want to add something here. It looks a little bare. Don't overthink it, Gina. Don't overthink it. So let's see what we've got. Here is our first one. So cute. In the back. Here's our second one. That's adorable. And there's the back. And here is the third one. And there's the back. All right. Now let me take a look around on my desk and see if I can get any ideas on whether or not to add anything. These are so pretty, and that's the thing when you use such pretty paper. You really don't have to do a lot of embellishing. It's fun to add stuff, but at the same time, like, I just don't know where I would add something to this without covering up something I don't want to cover up. That's just such a great image. It's perfectly placed and I really like it. So I probably won't do anything to that one. So we'll see. Let me take a look around and I'll be back. So I had a look around and here is where I landed. There's a nice little spot here to add like a little word or phrase. Also, I cut out a piece of this little ribbon. I believe I got this from the dollar store, but it's just a real pale pink and I thought that would look nice down there. Also, I have these sticker sheets from Simply Stories, and I thought I would use this one. It says Gather Beauty. I think that would look really nice. The color is very muted, so it doesn't jump out at you, but it's just a little something. So let's go ahead and add that one now. I'll just use my glue stick to add this little bit of lace. That should stick down just fine. I'll go ahead and try to stick this down without adding anything under it because the back is quite sticky. And that fits just perfectly. That's very cute. Now on the back, I'm not sure what it is, little leaf structure, but I thought it worked nicely to cover up this seam right here. I'll use my art glitter glue because it has this little metal point to it. That lets me be really precise in where I put my glue. Now this is art glitter glue and it grabs really quickly. So I've got my tweezers and that will help me to better lay it down so that it's right where I want it. That gives it a little something on the back. And there's the front. And I think that looks adorable. I already went around and inked them. All of these are inked front and back. So that's already done. Now we just need to do this one. I want to use another word sticker. I found this, the color matches really well, so I thought I would use this one, but I wanted to put a little something behind it. And I've got this, I guess, gauze. It's ancient. This is probably 30 years old, so I will just tear it. It's paper thin. And I can definitely use the glue stick for this. All right, it's really thin, but it also gives just a little bit of shine. Not too much, but just enough to add some interest. I'll just add a little bit of glue to make sure it sticks. I'll probably like maybe some cheesecloth, but the papers are so pretty. I didn't want to do too much to distract from them, so that's just up to your taste. You may have wanted to go a little bigger. That would have looked good also. Now on the back, I just thought I would add a little butterfly. Let's take one more look at our little booklets we made today. Here's our first one. It is absolutely adorable. And here's the second one. Gather Beauty. I really like that. That's so cute. Dream Big with our beautiful paper and our butterfly on the back. The glue has dried, so whatever pieces stick are easily pulled apart. So I think this one will be okay. Here are the first ones that I made for inspiration. And here are the ones that we made today. I'll take pictures of these front and back so you can get a better look at them at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. And if you're still with me, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a very simple project. You're stapling and gluing. It's a great project to do in the evening when you're tired, but you want to be a little crafty, and the supplies are basic, so this should be doable for pretty much everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. That really helps out my channel, and leave a message. Remember my question. I wanted to know how many of you are inkers and how many prefer to leave it as it is. Let me know down in the comments section. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.